tacos. Hello, welcome back to Man Cave Hobbies. So today's video is a couple different items here. One is the Foxeer DigiSight camera, and the other is a follow-up to the HD Shark Byte Whoop here. I found a perfect motor prop combination I want to share with you. Let's just get down to the camera, the nitty-gritty here. I've held off on this review for a couple of weeks, and the reason why is because of this right here. As you can see, mine died. Got a whole 7 flights out of it. Ooh. But before I got 7 flights out of this thing, here's what it looked like on the bench. Tell me that looks like HD. It looks horrid. I tried everything, guys. I tried tuning this thing multiple ways. The colors were all wrong. I mean, everything about this camera was just horrid. And I wasn't sure if I got a bad one or not. I thought, well, maybe I got... But, you know, here's the thing. It was sent to me by someone who's in the know, not going to share any names here, of the Shark Byte system, and he said it looked horrible as well. So I wanted to take a look at other people's videos, and I wanted to see what they're finding out with this camera. And there's a video I'm going to link down below, and you can see in that video when he flies through the trees, it looks really good, real smooth, and then all of a sudden he gets to the darker part of the trees, and it turns into DigiSight, I guess. I mean, I don't know, all jaggedy, weird coloring and everything else, kind of like my camera did. So the thing burned up. It burned up, and I thought, well, I'll hold off. But before it burned up, there was a couple things I didn't like about the camera to begin with. The long pigtails that came with it. You know, just in case you want to use analog, because it is 1000 TBL analog, I guess, which, woohoo, they've been out forever. And you know, if you're putting this on a Whoop, why would you want the extra weight of all of those extra wires and stuff? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look like the same picture that they have on the website. So, you know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Here's what I also did. I went ahead, since the thing died, I went ahead and I put the lens on the run cam, because a lot of people are talking about how the run cam had kind of a smudgy image. And we know from the past that RunCam doesn't always put the best lenses on their cameras. So you can see I'm tuning it in here, and then I'm flying it around the basement. And as you can see, I'm flying it around the basement, I'm getting these black bands, this black banding. And the Foxeer was doing the same thing. It was doing this weird black banding down here. I never had a problem with that before. I even put it in light tracks mode to try to make it look better. And it just... And you can see the dark and light performance as well. I'm flying around the house here. It just did not look good all the way around. And so I know the lens is kind of screwed up, but I thought, well, okay, I'll take it to work. So I took it to work here, and as you can see here, this has got the Foxeer lens on the run cam body. And you can see the jaggedies. You can see the blooming of the lights. And as I'm taking off and I'm flying, you can see it, you know, because of the colorization, I've had to try to adjust around. You can see it was crushing the blacks. It was just horrid all the way around. And then here's the run cam. This is what the run cam looks like with its native lens. It's perfect. It's got perfect coloring. That stove is actually that blue color. The insulation is actually that bright of yellow. It does bloom out a little bit on saturation, but overall, it looks like an HD image, where the Foxeer looked like analog. It looked horrible. So anyway, that's what I did with this little camera. That's why I didn't review it for the last couple of weeks. I wanted to see what other people thought of it. I wanted to see what their results were of this thing. And I'll be honest with you, I cannot recommend this. And I'm very, very disappointed in Foxeer. I'm very disappointed in them. We were all looking forward to this camera. And basically all they did was just use the same sensor as the run cam, from what I can tell, the same Sony sensor. And the lens on it's horrible. As you can clearly see what it did to my lights down here, and at work it just looked horrible. You know, here's the deal. Run cam Foxeer, if you guys don't get it together, Caddx is going to run right over the top of you. I mean, that's just all there is to it. They're going to run right over the top of you. They now have access to DJI's sensor that they're getting. And I think it's, what is it called? Something on silicon is what they're getting it from. It's a much more expensive sensor. It's a lot better sensor all the way around. And if you guys don't get it together, because, you know, analog is dying out. I mean, the SharkBite system is going to get smaller and cheaper. The goal of Fatshark is to replace analog. So they are going to get smaller and they're going to get a lot cheaper. So, and if you guys are still putting out, you know, half-assed products, you know, Caddx is going to eat your lunch. That's just all there is to it. Seriously. The SharkBite is here. It's not going anywhere. Period. It's going to be here. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better and smaller and less expensive. So you guys got to start making cameras for it. Let's get to the whoop here. So I went through 4 different sets of motors for this thing. As you know, I tailed off the video and I said, you know, I need to find a perfect motor prop combination, and I found it. I tried 1103 8500 kV motors, and it actually made this thing weigh 50 grams, and I was like, that's not going to work, and it certainly didn't. I was getting 3-minute flight times, little over 3 minutes, about 3.5. And then I tried 1103, what were they, 10,000 kV motors? I can't remember what the hell these things were. I think they were, yeah, 10,000. No, it's the same thing as if you had 1103, 11,000 kV motors. 3-minute flight times. It did feel extremely locked in, a little tweaky. And then I found the Happy Model 1102s. I didn't think they were going to work. 1102s with the 1636-4 GemFam props. And I'm going to show you a video right now. This thing just flies wonderful. It is great. I'm getting 4 to 4.5 minute flight times. It lowered the weight of the Whoop down to 42.5 grams. It just feels so wonderful. It's not overly floaty. It's not tweaky like the 1103s. It's not underpowered like the 1103 7000 kVs, which is what I originally started with. It just feels so good. And I'm going to wrap up the video, guys, with that. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I do have a jumper radio coming. They just shipped it out today, that new little game style jumper. I did get the 4-in-1, so I got the higher end model. And I do have a winter build coming up as well based off the Atom V3 frame. It's a 4-inch though. So I'm excited to show you that because I think I found a really good motor prop combination with that. So that's my video. I'm just going to keep letting you guys watch the flight video if you want to and put it to some music. Have a wonderful night.